Hair good?
No, it's not.
It's fucked up. Just leave it.
So is Calvin's. It's okay.
Eric's hair doesn't look good.
I don't even
What's
have
wrong
any.
with my hair?
I don't even have any.
It's not
No, it
L'Oreal.
looks
Come on.
good.
Fuck you guys with your hair.
Hey guys, Crew Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
And we're here to give a little update to the way Blind Wave does things, right?
I thought we were here for Dragon Ball Z Bridge.
No, we already did that.
Shit! Oh.
We're here to talk about specifically our Patreon and some changes we're going to make. So this is a video to announce those changes.
Exactly.
Aaron, what is some stuff that we're going to be doing?
And why?
The biggest change we're going to be making is going to be the tiers for Patreon.
Yeah.
When we first started, we sat and tried to come up with a lot of ideas of like different tier groups and everything, and how much
like rewards.
system, what the rewards would be, and how much that tier group was going to be.
Very ambitious, considering our schedule.
Yeah. The biggest thing it did is it added in some cool rewards that we like, but without really getting to the points of being able to get us all full time and whatnot. It's basically just adding more to what we need to try to get done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then our regular schedule suffers.
With trying to stay on top of videos, we're falling behind on those. If we try to stay on those, we fall behind in videos and back and forth. So we're looking at condensing everything now.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're wiping the slate clean in terms of tiers, and we're going to have just 2 tiers for right now.
I'm going to do 2 tiers.
And they're both, a lot of people have talked about, like, well, I like you guys, I want to support you, but, I can't give too much, you know? And we don't want people to give any more than they feel like they want to or can, really. Yeah. Now that we're getting bigger and we're almost at 100,000 subscribers, I'm working this full time, and Aaron has begun working it pretty much full time. And we'd love to be able to bring on these two to be able to do it as well, so that we can just push it to the pretty much next level. But what we want to talk about is the 2 tiers that we're going to be doing now.
Yes.
Right? So, Aaron, what's the first one?
The first tier is going to be at the $1 mark.
Just $1.
$1.
$1.
Now that one gives
a month.
$1 a month. Some of the stuff you get.
It was sharp and sudden.
How's it not hurt your own
That's
ears
what she said.
when you scream?
Because my jaw cams down and it blocks my ears off.
I just like a shark, like you just slaps over your own ears.
Alright,
sharks
all right. No, we don't care about sharks.
I'm deaf.
Alright, so the $1 mark is going to be our first tier that we have. It's still going to give the benefits of like the patron Discord channel.
Sure.
It's still going to give like stream benefits and stuff like that. The biggest thing that we're adding with that, basically saying that anyone who is a patron on our Patreon is going to have access to polls.
We really want to be able to create interactivity between us and the viewer, right? We thought polls would be a really fun way of doing that without having to, have it just be straight up comments, because there's just no possible way we can interact with everybody's comments.
Yes, there's so many comments.
Yeah. But whenever you're voting in a poll, and, we've done polls in the past, like disagreeing about something on Jessica Jones, and it created a slap bet,
Yeah.
We're not promising a slap bet with every poll.
No.
But we just want to be able to get fan opinion pretty much with everything that we're going to be doing.
Yeah,
so
that'll work with catching up series, with current videos like Flash and all that kind of stuff, and as we keep going.
Yeah.
So pretty much every video we're going to try to keep unique polls for each video we have coming out that you can interact with us with, and then also on Patreon you can post your opinion on why you voted the way you did or what else you think.
And then that'll have a direct feedback into our next video about a certain subject.
Discussion!
If you're able to,
And then with that as well, we will be having polls about, different shows that we are wanting to react to or add to our schedule. The people on Patreon will be the ones who have access to the vote. So we'll be listening to you guys more on what we should be reacting to.
Mm-hmm. Let's say on Wednesdays, we're going to start a new time slot. We're going to have a reaction series on that day, one every week.
Yeah.
And you can choose between a bunch of different,
Yeah, we'll have a list of different shows that you can choose from, and then we can look and see what the most popular outcome is going to be.
So that way our fans are actually choosing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our supporters.
Yep.
So it's going to be awesome to have you guys choosing.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Say we do an episode of Daredevil and have a poll for it. Maybe the next episode or the episode after that, we'll be discussing those polls as well, depending on how we do with our filming schedules.
Yeah.
But when we get to stuff like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Flash and Arrow and all
the
that
weekly shows,
each week we'll be having a new poll, and the next week we'll be discussing the previous polls.
And then for stuff like Epic Rap Battle or Death Battle, like, you can actually tell us who you thought won as opposed to who we think won,
Yeah, we
Stuff
always
like
say
that.
who we thought won. Be nice to hear what they think won.
Yeah.
Tell us we're just
specifically
fucking
the blind,
wrong!
Yeah, specifically the blind wave audience.
Send us your slap videos. That'd be nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a second tier, and this is very similar to one we already have. And Aaron, what's this new one going to be at?
This new one is going to be at $5 for early access.
For early access. So meaning that almost up to a full week, you'll be able to see catching up series, not current show reactions.
Yeah, there's no way of us really doing the Flash stuff earlier than it's coming out.
But like, if you really enjoy Avatar and you would wish you could see more, early access video will actually allow you to see that almost a week in advance to when it's regular release on YouTube. Now with early access, like, we're never going to put anything on Patreon that we're not also going to release for free on YouTube. Just YouTube, we try to have a very set schedule. So like, it's Monday, Avatar's coming up, you know? But we could have filmed that 4 or 5 days earlier, trying to make sure we have it out on time on Monday, and our Patreon people can actually watch it then, rather than having to wait until it's regular scheduled.
Yep.
So it's more of like a sneak peek. And that is only at $5 a month. And those are the only 2 ones we're going to have right now.
We're going to stick with those 2. Now, the 2 things that we think will work really well with this is, number 1, bringing all the focus to content.
Yeah.
So, for 1, we can focus on trying to keep up and not fall behind and get all the content we can to you guys. And then 2, it's also taking a lot of the tiers that we had. You know, we had some people saying like, "I'd love to get early access," but 25 sounds a little high for us.
It's steep, and you know, so, we heard all those people.
Yeah. So bringing it down, we're doing 2, smaller tier sizes, and none of this is anything where we're like, "Hey, you have to do this." As Eric said, we're gonna have all of our videos coming out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Regardless of. Yeah,
we're just trying to focus on our content.
The thing about Patreon is trying to get to the point where not only can we do what we're doing now full time, but we can push ourselves to be able to do more of our original content.
Yeah,
which you'll be seeing, the latest one insanely soon, and then we also have the Flash thing in October, and we're going to be having other stuff like that coming out. And with a successful, Patreon campaign, we can pull that stuff off.
Yes.
Yeah. And more than that too.
Absolutely.
Like a comedy series.
I mean, right now, if every one of our subscribers gave just $1 per month, it's only $12 a year. Like, we would be set.
Yeah.
But that's unrealistic to think that that's going to happen.
That would be insane.
But I mean, if you enjoy what we're doing, the one thing I wanted to say too, like Patreon or anything that's digital payments, like they can be just a bitch. I think sometimes. Yeah. Like if I'm like on the grocery store and I see a drink and it's $1, like I got a buck in my wallet, I'm gonna go get it. But if it's $1 for content that I really love, but I have to put my credit card information in and I have to do my address and I have to set up a Patreon account, like sometimes it's just a bitch, I definitely understand that. Go over, check our Patreon out, and like we said, we're trying to make this as pretty much affordable as possible.
Yes. Yeah. Now, us having these 2 tiers, one main goal we really want is for us to be able to focus down on just these and get our content going. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that we won't have tiers coming back out again in the future at all.
Yeah.
So we may slowly roll out more and more tiers each month as we keep on growing and doing more and more videos and stuff. The other thing that's going to be changed is that we'll be adding in the upfront charge on Patreon as well.
Yeah.
This will give you, say it's the 10th of the month, and you want to be a patron, and instead of waiting for the 1st to come around when the money will be withdrawn and then getting access to everything, this will, if you want to pledge $1 or $5, it will take that money on the 10th.
Yeah.
You'll lose out on, 9 days, but you'll get access immediately, and then on the 1st it will withdraw as well, as long as you have it on the
and it will keep it up to date.
So from now on, whenever you do support us on Patreon, if you're so kind, you'll actually be charged immediately rather than at the end of the month.
This won't affect anybody who's currently a patron. It's basically for anyone who's joining in, they will get all of the benefits immediately rather than having to wait
until the beginning of the next month to get them.
This is all going to be going into effect here. We'll be changing up the tiers probably now. You can go over to Patreon and see the tier changes and everything, and then we'll be activating this pretty much right now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and understood. I know Patreon sometimes can be kind of confusing, even for me, trying to navigate around stuff. And I have people that I support myself that I just really enjoy their stuff, So anyway, if you guys need any help with any of that, you can go down to our links to social media, where you can contact us if you need any help with anything.
Yep.
Blindwave.net. Also, you can contact us through the email there.
You can also go to the Discord channel down below as well.
Absolutely.
Where if we're not there, we also have mods there as well, and they typically know most things going on or can direct you to answers as well.
And that's just a really cool community.
Yeah.
Like it's really it's small right now, but there's a lot of really cool people in there that are fans, but at this point, friends too.
Yeah. It's neat because like you can go in, there's just chats going on, there's spoiler channels where you can talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And then they also have the voice chat channels where There's some chat channels now where you go in to watch stuff, and like there'll be like
Yeah.
2 to 10 people sitting watching a show at the same time, talking about it while they watch it.
Like, so they're watching Game of Thrones with somebody that's never seen it before.
Yeah, so
that was pretty cool.
It's been a fun like community that we can see grow there as well. So
someone fell asleep last night.
oh, yeah.
I looked and saw, and there was somebody in the general chat, and I just clicked it, and it was.
It's happened a few times.
It was funny.
For a while there, they had a sleeping section, so if someone fell asleep in general, they just drug them to sleeping.
I just wanted to like start screaming like, "Hey, it's Eric from Blind Wave! Wake up!"
Those are going to be all the Patreon changes. Basically, the $1 one is going to give you the main benefits with the polls.
Yep.
Which some of those are going to be really fun, and some of them are going to determine what we're going to be reacting to.
Yeah.
And then $5 is early access.
Yeah.
So. And you also get the poll stuff with the $5, right?
Yes. Everything in the $1 you get in the $5.
Absolutely. All right, that's going to be everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
I'm Eric.
Oh, damn.